What is up, my YouTube friends? Welcome to Questions from the Truck, number 25. Man, 25. I think that puts us at, between last year and this year, 34, which is cool. Thank you for that. So, how the show works is you guys ask your model railroad related, woodworking related questions, and I try to get you answers either from you, the viewers, or myself. And I ask that you keep those questions in my reminder videos that come out on Wednesday of this coming week. If you can, well, yeah, I don't think I have many questions for you guys to answer, but you're welcome to. Yeah, I do. At the end of this, I have a question for you guys. So stay tuned. Hang in there. So my first question is from Delaware Railfan. What's up, man? Hey, your question from last week that I forgot. How long will CSX be working on the track? I don't know. Maybe they're done. I really don't know, to be truthful with you. I haven't been rail fanning CSX that much. Just busy working, and on the weekends been going to other railroads and doing other things, going down to work on the sweeper, and yeah, during the week, not much rail fanning. So, yeah, that's it. And that was the second question. Because it's so hot, have I been rail fanning CSX? Nah, the heat doesn't bother me. Today I am trackside. I'm waiting for this Canadian Pacific. What is it, 7123? It's on, or 7023, something like that. That maroon and silver one. The Heritage unit. Man, I hope they're having problems down in Baltimore somewhere. And I hope it comes up during the daylight hours so I can catch it. But other than that, no, I haven't been rail fanning CSX, and the heat doesn't bother me. I don't care. Got air conditioning. His other question was he noticed on Wilmington Western that Lancaster Pike is a good spot to hear the horns. Yeah, I agree with you, because it's like you said, it's a long intersection. There's like two intersections really there, the golf course and then Lancaster Pike intersection, which is, so you get a pretty good horn show at Lancaster Pike. Only thing, I just don't like Lancaster Pike because it's not that, I don't know, nothing really to look at in the background. But yeah, you're right there, man. His other question: have I been to R&R Communications to get an antenna for my radio? No, haven't really had a need to. But I do need to stop for my buddy. Waiting for him to give me a part that he needs for his scanner. Maybe when I go, I'll check him out. It really doesn't matter to me because I use the phone app and that picks up anywhere I want it to pick up. The only difference is there's a delay. So I don't need to be in that area. I could pick up stuff from Baltimore and hear it, but there's just like, I don't know, 4-minute, 5-minute delay, something like that. That's the only thing. And his last question to me is, how's the sweeper restoration going? Yeah, it's going, man. There's a video that I put out. I did a little tour of it. I think you watched it. But yeah, it's going good, man. The outside is pretty much done. Got to make some windows for it. I made trim for it. You saw that in that video last week. And a couple more things probably, but the woodworking end of it is almost done. Still a lot of work to do. They're going to do some stuff inside and whatnot, but for the most part, for me, getting close to the end. Thanks for your questions, man. And on to the next ones. Hey, so Humanity Junction, Heath over there, I'm going to do you guys a service here. It's Humanity Junction, not Human City, okay? Humanity Junction, the C is silent. So Heath has a question for me over there. He wants to know why I started YouTube. Oh, man. So, back in, gosh, I think 2007 I started my channel. And in the beginning, I really only uploaded a few times. And it was all woodworking stuff. Woodworking videos, woodworking, I don't know, tips, projects that I was doing. And that was pretty much it. Every once in a while, probably not until like 2 years or I can't remember. But if you go back and look at my channel, you can see how it started at woodworking. And then I threw in some Stroudsburg stuff. And that got some good views. And then little by little, I threw in more rail fanning stuff. And here I am now, rail fanning mostly, instead of what I intended it to be, woodworking. And I kind of started another channel now with just woodworking. And you'll see me post some stuff in the videos, like responding as that person, commenting in other videos as that channel. It's kind of funny. I mess with it. But yeah, why did I start it? Like I said, woodworking mostly. And now, rail fanning and woodworking, but just so that there's like some document of me being on this earth after I am gone. That's really it. Yeah, that's what it's turned out to be. How has YouTube changed over the years? Man. I don't know, man. It's, I guess, with all the money making that you can make on YouTube, that I guess it's gotten harder to grow your channel that way. I don't know. Maybe it's not that hard, but I perceive it to be. Yeah, I mean, it's changed for sure. I mean, just look at it. I mean, was it going to keep going? I don't know, man. That's the big thing. Is it going to keep going? Guess we'll have to see. And why no visitors to the truck lately? I really haven't been rail fanning much, other than like when I go places with my friends, and yeah, I'm not gonna bring paper people with me. That would kind of look. They already think I'm nutty. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just like, I don't know, it was something to do then. And I don't know, I'll bring some people along again. Plus my printer, I needed ink for my printer, and I just recently got that. So that was another reason why I didn't bring anybody along, because I couldn't print you. Thanks, Heath, for your question. And I appreciate it. Rick Bailey's question. Rick had a question that he posted in my reminder video, but it was a question about another video I posted, which I'll put a link at the end and probably up in the corner there, about the sweeper and some work I'm doing. So Rick's question to me was, if you didn't have a planer, which The machine that I was referring to that removed the saw marks is a joiner. That's a planer. A planer removes thickness, but you could run a board on edge through a planer to get rid of marks or bring everything in the same dimensions. But I use a joiner to do that work, to do edge work. So a joiner is a specific machine for a specific process. So what a joiner would do for you is, if you have rough lumber, you would run it through one of the faces and it would get your face flat, okay? Then you would take that flat face, lay it up against the fence, and get your edge 90 degrees to that face. Then you could take it over to your table saw and get whatever width you want out of it. Having that flat face lets you go through your planer to get the other face coplanar to that, flat and true. And one of the reasons why you would want that is to do that edge work there is when you're joining boards together, two boards, and you got to glue them up and make a bigger board. Focus, man, is to get tight joints like that. It's essential for good glue bond. But to Rick's question, the saw marks that you were seeing, that I was referring to, you see here this little mark going this way. This piece isn't bad. I put some chalk on it, but you'll see when you're ripping some boards on the edge, this would be the edge, right? You're ripping this board, right? And you get all these marks like this along here, right? Sometimes they could be burn marks, saw marks. A couple reasons why it happens: feed rate, underpowered saw, but mostly it's not a sharp blade or the wrong blade to be ripping. There are rip blades and there are cross-cut blades and there are combination blades. Combination blades are nice, but they don't take the place of a rip blade. A rip blade is less teeth, so it makes cutting easier for your saw. So can you remove them with a sander? Yes, you can remove them with a sander or sanding them. When I wouldn't do that is if you're using stain. I would still sand it, but I wouldn't do it by hand, because your hand just tends to, because of the surface of your hand, the paper, you can get irregular surface, and if you're staining, you can see it. So just wrap some sandpaper around a block if you don't have a machine or a sanding block, and keep it so it's flat and as true as possible. So yeah, you can remove those marks. I hope that helped you, Rick. I know it was a long answer. Hey, this little gizmo is what I had in my video, right? This is called a rip jig. It's for a thin rip jig, and I put a link to it in that video, but you can get them online or anywhere. That's it, man. On to the next one. So I got a question for all you guys and girls. Do you like watching your own videos? There was a time when, early on in my videos making, that I didn't want to be on this side of the camera. You didn't see me for like years. And suddenly I just changed, and I kind of like being on this side of the camera more so than being on the other side. I don't know, probably because I crack myself up. I do. Watching myself, I just crack myself up. I don't know if that's good or bad. Let me know in the comments below if you like watching your own videos. I thank each and every one of you for your questions, for help with the answers, and just making this show a great show. As always, I wish you a blessed week. Be well, be safe. I'm heading to Lulu's now. going to catch some coffee. Maybe go catch some trains with Dale. Take care, you guys. Sick!